great to have you here today for this Yin class. So, why don't we all just take a moment to do some breathing in easy pose and come inside of ourselves and settle all of the frenetic vrittis and energy that's floating around out there, and let's just settle it on down and come down into our hearts and breathe. Continue with your long, deep breathing. And as you breathe, make a conscious release of anything that is weighing on you. Anything that is stirring you up or knocking you off kilter, just release it now down through the earth to be transmuted. Feel your connection to the earth as you find your grounding place in easy pose on your sit bones, and just finding the place where you feel that connection. Down deep into Mother Earth. Releasing all that no longer serves you. Being here now. Embracing now. As you do so, welcome in to your practice today what would serve you. Welcome in clarity. Welcome in peace. Welcome in connection. Acknowledging that there are those with their gaze upon you, and they are here with you. Welcome them into practice alongside angels, ancestors, guides, ascended masters, your higher power. And as you do so, bring in your intention for your practice today. Put our hands in at our heart center, breath, let's bow to that intention and to the others in the practice with us today and say thank you. All right, hi Mindy. Welcome both of you. Let's just start off with a little head roll. Let's go ahead and take our left ear to our left shoulder. Roll it on around to the front, dropping our chin down to our heart. And as we do, let's lift our heart up toward our chin, gently by pulling the shoulders back. Just let the weight of the head rest there for a moment. Feel that stretch in the back, the base of the neck, just a good, deep, gentle stretch. Now let's roll it on over to the right side, gently. Giving a nice stretch to that left side of the neck and shoulder. Go ahead and take it on back around from the front. Pausing at the middle. And then back to the left shoulder. Lifting the head straight back up as if a string is attached to the top of your head, pulling your spine up straight, but resting down in the base of your spine, solid on the ground. Now let's take our head to the left, looking all the way to the left side, with our eyes all the way behind us as far as we can go. Our peripheral, stretching gently. Breathing deeply, don't forget your breath. And let's take it around to the right side, slowly, slowly, deliberately. Feeling the body as we go, pushing gently into that twist of the head, with the eyes making their way as far to the back as you can. And let's come back to center again. It's getting a little warm already. All right. Just loosen the body up a little bit. A little motion of the spine. Now, you can use your blocks here. We're going to just do a few stretches to each side. So if you need a block for this, go ahead and pull them in closer. But we're going to take our right arm up over the top and bend over to our left side. You can use a block, go down onto a block, or if you want to take it all the way over, even further in your stretch, you can go down to the ground onto your elbow. Breathing into this. Pulling the arm long, reaching toward the opposite wall, as if a string was connected to your middle finger. Reaching with your head stretched out as well, so the neck is not crunched, but that there's a nice line pulling the side body into a stretch. Breathing into that. Feel your spine and what's happening there. Okay, lift up out of that overhead. Bring it all the way down, and on the opposite side, whether you use a block or not. Whatever's in your practice today. Stretching out to the opposite wall. Opening up the side body. Breathing into that. Lengthening the neck, the head toward the wall. And pulling up out of that. Let's roll our shoulders a little bit back. And really get large in your circumference of those shoulders. Take it slow, deliberately. Feel the opening of the chest and the pressing together of the shoulder blades as you go back. And now let's go the opposite direction with our shoulders. Go ahead and I'm going to switch this up and stretch our legs out long. Just pull a little bit down for just a moment to get a bend in that back. And with our left leg out, let's cross our right leg over the left leg and go into a twist toward the right side, putting our arm over our right knee, taking our left arm back behind us, and pulling our body around gently with our fingertips. Breathing into that twist from the base. Feeling that spiral staircase as it winds around, and gently continue to wind that spiral staircase around as far as you can look in the back, but without sharp pain, just a gentle pressure. Breathing deep, deep, and exhaling. On the next breath, see if you can twist just a millimeter more with the exhale. And on the next exhale, go ahead and release, turn slowly back around. Let's just continue that circle just for a moment, just to get us back in balance, and then back to center. Stretching out the legs again. Briefly, let's bend forward toward the toes. And come back up straight, sitting straight with your feet forget what you call this now. Just had a blank. Like this. It's crazy. Okay. Twist to the left side. Arm around the left knee. Gently with your left hand, fingertips pulling you left side. Twisting from the base of the spine and your sit bones all the way up to the spine. Take it to the back, twisting the head around gently. Eyes all the way to the left. Breathing deeply, deeply into that twist. At the same time, lifting up through the head. So you're really getting a good, even twist in that staircase. up and come back to center as you unwind. Just shake that out a little bit with your legs. I'm going to go into a half butterfly. Take the left leg out, the right leg bent with your foot into your thigh, the heel into your perineum, so you're getting really centered here. And let's go ahead and stretch out long over our left leg. And if it's in your practice today, you can grab your shin or your ankle or your foot. You also can squeeze your big toe with your thumb and index finger to stimulate vagus nerve. It's also great for headaches. And breathe deeply in here. As you inhale deeply and exhale, feel the melding of yourself into the weight of the earth that supports you. Feel the solidness of that there. Notice where you're feeling this stretch. Back of your hamstring, the back of your calf, your lower back on the right side. Just notice. And see if you can release into that. And now let's turn that stretch gently, slowly. You may need to come up to be able to twist into bringing this with the arm overhead and opening up the side body. Opening up the heart a bit. And then let's gently pull out of that, sitting up. Now let's reach out forward straight in front of us. And this might be a good time to grab your bolster. You can put it on both legs and lean over the bolster to get a stretch in the lower back and mid back, or use a block in front of you. And in breathing, just gently use your fingertips to pull yourself forward. If your hands are on the ground. And let's spread those fingertips and feel where each of those fingers touches the ground. Spend a moment here in your breath. Feeling the pulse of the earth and what that does to your own being. Long deep breath here. Connection with the earth. And let's go ahead and gently push ourselves up out of that stretch. And let's switch to the other side. With our right leg extended. Our left foot into our right thigh. And let's stretch over that right leg again and lean forward, grabbing your shin, your ankle or your foot, whatever works for you today. Consciously breathing. Bring your awareness into your breath. Again, being aware of where you are feeling this, whether it be your hamstring, your calf, your back, your shoulders, even the tension that happens in the bicep or in the back of the arm as you pull gently. Releasing into that and accepting what's happening there. Finding ways to embrace the pose. Breathe into it deeper. Greater acceptance. next exhale, let's go ahead and sit up halfway, or however far you need to go stacking your hips on top of each other as you bend to the right over that same leg. Stretching out long as you can. Lengthening the spine and the head. Stretching toward the opposite wall gently. Being patient with yourself here. Breathing into your side body. And let's gently pull up out of that pose as if a string is pulling us back around like a marionette. Sitting up straight, getting yourself centered again. Now let's grab our bolster again if this works for you, if you'd like to put on top of your legs. And we're going to stretch out over the bolster again, opening up the base of the spine and the lower back, mid-back, stretching out long. Embracing what's in front of you. Breathing in deeply. Spreading your fingers again as you pull, using the wood of the floor of the studio to just gently pull yourself forward. Even just the smallest amount. Being gentle with yourself as you accept this pose. Embracing the earth, embracing what is in front of you. Remembering that what is in the way is the way. But as you notice, you can relax into this. You can choose to surrender into it. We have that choice. And on your next exhale, go ahead and push yourself up slowly. thanking your hamstring for being so patient with you. Do what you need to do to just get yourself back in alignment. Let's come on over to do a little bit of a counter pose on the ground as we put our knees up and hands back. We're going to go into just a little bit of a sway of the legs like this, and as we do so, bring your shoulders back and open up your heart a little bit toward the sky, loosening up that lower back. Okay. Let's turn over into tabletop. I'm on track. To a slow motion cat-cow. So come up into table, wrists right underneath your shoulders, and knees right under your hips. Let's get a nice flat table happening in there. And let's, as we breathe, match the motion with your breath. We're going to do an exhale as we go into cat and inhale into cow. And as you go into cat, really be aware of where you're starting this cat pose. Let's be aware of the base of our spine this time as we roll the base of the spine up, up, up. On the exhale, and we're lifting at the top as if a string is pulling the middle of our back up, or closer between our shoulders, almost mid to between our shoulders, all the way up. We're stretching up high on this exhale with our tail tucked. And on the inhale, let's bring that back down, opposite direction, all the way back down to the earth. Eyes reaching to the sky, chin up, and then take it the opposite again, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Really stretching out that arch in the back. Inhaling into cow. A few more of these at your own pace. As you finish up that round, let's go ahead and look to our left side, look back at our tails. Get a nice side stretch in there. And back to the right side. Left side. Right side. Let's just briefly go down into a child's pose for a moment. Stretching out our fingers, inch them forward, relaxing back onto our heels, taking a deep breath. deep breaths. Make our way back up into table now. And as we do that, let's take our right arms up to the ceiling, stretching up high, deliberately, intentionally raising your hand to the heavens. We're going to take that now down underneath us and thread the needle as we weave the tapestry of our life. This has become a part of it, our practice. Be gentle with your breath here. Stretching out that, lengthening that right arm, stretching out through the shoulder as you lay down onto the shoulder. Feeling that in the back of your right shoulder. Give it some love, appreciation. And if you'd like, you can take your left arm, twist it back around behind you for a deeper stretch. Let's just be here for a moment. Feel what this is about. Knotted up in your life? Are you feeling all twisted up and out of alignment? How in the twist and in the knot can you find alignment? Where can you notice what's happening, what is aligning within this pose? What can you notice and be appreciative about? What can you accept? Next exhale, let's go ahead and bring our left arm back around, slowly pushing up out of that. Be gentle with your neck and head. Bringing the needle back through behind you. Let's come onto all fours. Just kind of sway a little bit in the hips, loosen those up from that. Now we're going to lift our left arm all the way up to the ceiling. Intentionally stretching up high, then taking it back down and threading it through the needle as we lay our left shoulder down onto the ground, lengthening our left arm to the wall behind us or wherever it is. Breathing deeply here, feeling the placement of the shoulder, how you're holding your neck and head. Find a place of comfort. And if it's in your practice, you can take your right arm and twist it around behind you. Again, opening up the chest as you do so. finding a place of acceptance. All right, let's go ahead and push on up out of that needle after you unwind, if you have been wound. Find your place back in tabletop, and let's go down into child's pose one more time. Stretching out long, long, long with the fingers. Push yourself on up again. Coming into rock pose. Sitting back on your heels. Let's just take a moment here, and we're going to do eagle arms and get a nice stretch in that upper back. So let's take our right arm out. And take our left arm and fold it over the crook of our right arm together, bringing hands together. And as we do so, taking your hands up to the ceiling, breathing into this, sitting up straight. And as you go up as high as you can, feel that stretch in the upper back. Across the shoulders. Adjust your head and neck where they need to be, but pulling up, pulling up. And slowly back down, releasing and then bending over. On top of that, just giving your organs a nice little massage there as you bend. Sitting up again. Unwind, and let's just shake that out just a little. We're going to do that again, but the other side. Stretching out the left arm, putting the right arm in the crook, and twisting around. Deep breath as we raise our hands high toward the ceiling. Slowly feel that in the back the shoulders. And go ahead and bring it on down. We're going to go down onto our backs now for a very short time before our Shavasana. Bring both legs up, and let's just give a nice little hug to ourselves. That out on the spine, upper back, lower back, mid back. Take our left leg down, pulling up our right knee into our chest. Bring up our left knee and crossing our right ankle over our left knee. Let's bring that left leg up. Breathe deeply as we pull that left leg into our chest. Wherever you are today with that, you can just pull a little bit. If you'd like, you can take your foot toward the ceiling and straighten out that leg. Breathing deeply here. As we put the left leg down, let's just push our right knee away from us a little bit, deeply into the hip, mid-leg, or knee, wherever feels good to you today, pushing that away from us. Let's go ahead and switch on to the right leg, bringing the left ankle up to the right knee, pulling in that right leg. Close to the chest as is comfortable, giving you a nice stretch, straightening out the right leg, pulling it in if it works for you with your shin, getting a deeper stretch into that hamstring. Deep breath here. Take that leg down, pushing again on our left leg, pushing it away from us toward the wall behind us, either at the hip, mid-leg, or knee, whatever works for you today. And as we take our next deep breath, go ahead and stretch out long with your legs and feet to one wall and your hands toward another direction, whether that's north, south, or east, west. And just stretch on up. Feeling the weight of your body touching the ground. Now another deep breath. We're going to go into Shavasana, but if you would like to make this a time of utilizing a heart opener as well, you can take your bolster and put it behind you at the base of your spine. Or if you'd rather just be flat on the floor, that's fine too. As we lay back down onto our bolsters, we take our hands, arms out straight to our sides, stretching out far, opening up the chest to the heavens, pulling our chin up toward the sky, feeling the lengthening of it all. You can have your legs out straight or just splayed open if you like, or crossed in front of you if that takes you into a deeper stretch in your back, whatever's most comfortable for you now for the next few minutes. And as you breathe deeply, opportunity to welcome even more acceptance. Radical acceptance of where you are are in this room, where you are in time, in your life, in the stage of your life you're in the circumstances that surround you. What is going on in the world and in our nation, in our town, in our family. Welcoming a surrender. And then finding an even deeper surrender. Than you already are, and release even further. The sunrise ruby. In the early morning hour, just before dawn, lover and beloved wake and take a drink of water. She asks, "Do you love me or yourself more? Really, tell the absolute truth." He says, "There's nothing left of me. I'm like a ruby held up to the sunrise. It is still a stone, or a world. Is it still a stone or a world made of redness? It has no resistance to sunlight." This is how Halaj said, "I am God," and told the truth. The ruby and the sunrise are one. Be courageous and discipline yourself. Completely become hearing and ear, and wear this sun ruby as an earring. Work. Keep digging your well. Don't think about getting off from work. Water is there somewhere. Submit to a daily practice. Your loyalty to that is a ring on the door. Keep knocking, and the joy inside will eventually open a window and look out to see who's there. As you gently become more aware of the space around you, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes. Become aware of the tongue in your mouth. A different cadence in your breath. And go ahead and roll over to one side slowly into seed position. Remembering we all come from that starting space. And make your way up into easy pose when you're ready. Thank you all for practicing with me today. That was a poem by Rumi. Namaste.